Boxing King Media in association with the Riyadh season. Delighted to have with me Kalle at Sauerland. Kalle, looking sharp as always. Firstly, how are we?
Still one of my favourite names, Boxing King Media. I like that. Have you got a patent of Don King? I'm just thinking, like, if Don King sees this, it could be trouble. But Boxing King Media, I just think it's a badass sounding name. Boxing King Media. Like,
best name out there?
I'm good, yeah. How are you, mate? You all right?
I'm well. It's a nice...
I mean, the whole of London. I went to the gym this morning, walking down Shepherd's Bush, White City, into the gym, literally all the way from Notting Hill to White City. Every single lamppost had Riyadh season Wembley edition on it. Cannot make it up. You cannot make it up. I don't think there's ever been a show with more exposure to just the general public, not the boxing public, the general public, what Riyadh season has done. I mean, you just cannot make it up. Fantastic. I've said the one thing I don't like, I've said it all along, I've said it all through the build-up, I don't like the word undercard. I don't like it for this because it's a collection of main events. I'm not saying they're all Wembley Stadium main events, but legitimate television main events that would do arenas throughout the country. And that's like anyone who's buying their pay-per-view or lucky enough to be sitting in a stadium, you're just going to get a bang for your buck. And that's when boxing just feels great, you know. And you know, I've got a fight on, just excited for the whole card. Our fight is going to steal the show. Josh Kelly is going to steal the show. Make no mistake about it. But the card, from no disputing what the main event is, but I'm just saying that whole card needs to be celebrated. It's a fantastic card. Hutchinson Boatsi, it's a cracker, an absolute cracker. You know, there's so many great fights, and there's fighters that I haven't seen in a long time live. I can't wait to see, like Josh Warrington. I haven't seen fight live. Boxed on a show of ours in Berlin years ago. Must be 7, 8, 9 years ago now. Can't wait to see him live again. So, I don't know, half of me's like promoter, mine, half of me's like a fan, you know. Obviously Liam Gallagher on top, you know. I just got a feeling it's gonna... Not a feeling, I know it's just a real evening to remember.
Kalle, I know you've worked with all these promoters before, but I don't think we've seen yourself, Eddie Hearn, Ben Shalom, Frank Warren at the same press conference, showcasing an event together. Just talk to me how important and how good it is for boxing that you can unite for the sake of boxing, for the sake of the fans.
I mean, I don't think that I've ever been the thorn in the side of too many people. I like to think so. You know, so I've got a long history of working with all the promoters, putting on tournaments over the last couple of decades, from the Super 6 to the World Boxing Super Series. Had to work with all of them, and I say had to like that. I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. You know. Yeah, of course, you know, you butt heads, you know, but in boxing you also quickly find out, when I was a very young man, not quite as young as I was now, but when I was even younger, I remember, like, I fell out with a promoter and I thought, well, I'm never going to work with that fucking again. 3 months later, I had a mandatory with the guy. What did I have to do? You know, we had to sit down, have a little bevy and a chat about it, and it worked things out. And you know, that's the nice thing about boxing in a way. You know, fortunately, you don't get away from anyone. You can't get away from anyone, but at the same time, you sort of have to work with people. You know, and I guess it always takes a sort of higher power. Whether that was in the past the World Boxing Super Series, World Boxing Super 6, now the Riyadh season, which then and again, I've always say, there are no big events without them working together. So it's like, I look at it and I'm thinking, right, you know, it has to happen. It is what it is.
We haven't got long. Main event, Anthony Joshua takes on Daniel Dubois. Daniel obviously beat your man Hrgovic last time out. I'm not sure if he was your man last time out, actually. However, there's some rumours circulating that Don Charles may or may not be in the corner this Saturday night. Your thoughts and reaction?
I'm not part of Team Dubois. I've got no idea about that. I would say that Dubois is one of the most improved heavyweights on the planet. In fact, the most improved heavyweight on the planet. So I think it's going to be a historical night. It's a cracking main event. I do think Joshua's got it, but you know, it's heavyweight boxing, and Don Charles is one of the best trainers out there. So I would be very surprised if he's not in the corner.
How much has Dubois improved?
Massively. Just go, you know, they're like, he's just massively improved fight by fight. For me, forget the Hrgovic fight. Look at the Miller fight. When everyone wrote him off after the Joyce fight and said, nah, he's got no heart, he's a quitter, he's this a bottler, he's this, that and the other. Quitter? Look at the Miller fight. A quitter? Must be joking. A quitter? Like Gerald Miller is a big boy. He's a proper boxer. Can proper put it on someone. He had him deep waters. Deep waters. Came through it. Quitter. And you don't train either. You are either a quitter or you're not in boxing. You don't suddenly be a quitter and then you're not the next day. Bollocks. Never was. He's developed fantastically. So yeah, good luck to him. He's a lovely fella as well.
Your team's saying you gotta go, so you gotta go. Kalle, appreciate your time. And yeah, I'm sure we'll catch up with you before the end of Saturday night.
Thank you.